So I wanted to share with you a hack it's not a hack, it's just a trick or a tip of something you can do with the HS1177 or any FPV cam where you can put a title in the screen. I find it really useful flying FPV on my wings, on little Nano Sky Hunter, on my camera where I don't have an OSD info. So you can kind of set up what's called a artificial horizon line, so that as you're flying along, it's like a pseudo HUD that gives you an horizon line while you're flying. It's really neat. I'm going to show you some examples of without it and with it in this video. So here's how we do it. Okay, so you'll need a 3S battery, actually an NES battery that can go into that camera, an XT60 barrel connector, the OSD cable that came with your camera. Now in this example I'm using the HS1177. I've done this with the 1190, works awesome. You need a TV with an RCA cable coming out of it. Okay, so we've hooked up the camera to a power source through the OSD connector through an RC cable into the TV. So you're going to be using, there it is, this cable. You're going to be hooking up a power source here through a barrel connector, an RCA input in your television set, and then this cable into the back of the camera. So I've got it set up on my workbench. It's plugged in already. And what you're going to do is you're going to go into the OSD menu, and you're going to, the very first thing you should do with a camera is set up the exposure and turn on wide dynamic range, okay, for flying FPV. Then we'll return and return. Now the wide dynamic range is on. Then we're going to go down to this menu right here, special, and we're going to hit enter, and then we're going to go to the cam title, and we're going to hit enter there. And here's where the magic is going to happen. So here's what I've done. It's a kind of a hack, you know, a tip, if you will. Go to the middle dash mark here and put in about 3 or 4 or 5 of these dashes, and then go to the O in the alphabet and put an O, and then go back to those dashes and put another 5 dashes in there. Now you've made an artificial horizon line with a center pip circle, and what you're going to do is then you're going to go to here, this POS. That means, yeah, I know what you're thinking what it means, but it's not. It's position. And you're going to go down to position, you're going to hit enter, and now you're going to move this to where you want on the screen, up, down, left, right, okay? And you might have to play with this from the TV to your goggles, but it doesn't take much. So you press enter, you get all that in there, then you go back to return, and you exit. And now what's awesome is you have this, see this artificial horizon line in the middle of your FPV cam. So when you're flying along, I'm going to play actual footage of what it's going to look like, but it gives you an artificial horizon as you're flying along. And I'll tell you what, in my wings, wherever you put that dot, that's where you're going. So anyway, hope that you found that interesting and useful. Check it out. Here's some footage.